and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Browns on offense with Baker Mayfield, the former #1 overall pick at quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Mayfield on play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Odell Beckham, incomplete.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
From the gun, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, creates a penalty.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Gary on the tackle.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Kareem driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Hunt is unable to get in on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And it's third down.
Now Wentz on third down. And Jeffrey's got it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. That third down conversion good for 23.
3 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. So line of scrimmage still a 39 on second and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 16. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Philadelphia.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Throwing on second and 8. Wentz. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
Complete to
Alshon Jeffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Donovan Peoples-Jones on the return. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. On second down. It's Hunt, and unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
The tackle by
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
29-yard line.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Brings up second and 10 at the Eagles' 29-yard line.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front, so when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Good. Makes the score Eagles 7, Browns 3.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Now James returning. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
11 yards there, first down.
11 on the play.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Now this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and
line of scrimmage, the 43 on second and 4. Mayfield now. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now second and 5, snap will come from the 6. This is Hunt. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself,
and that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
without a doubt, if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's James. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. On the draw, here's Sanders. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 38-yard line.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And they will only muster a yard here at the 38.
Tackle made at the 38.
Larry Ogunjobi on the tackle, his 4th year now out of the University of Charlotte. A big part of this young Browns defense.
He'll fire deep for Rager, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
A gain of 14.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. The throw by Wentz, caught by Jackson. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Carriers. Mac Wilson on the tackle.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Once more, he was looking for Alshon Jeffrey, but now it's third and goal.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but got him in. Open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
6. Zach Ertz.
Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. No surprise there, third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Is good.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
Browns 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Peoples-Jones returning. Now with 3 series, he's past the 30. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Take over first and 10.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. They had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6.
At the 39-yard line.
They run with Hunt, and there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right now.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Brings up third down and 5.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Flush to his right, and some room to roam now. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Nickel Roby Coleman up to make the tackle.
3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle. I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right at them and right up the middle.
And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard
From the red zone now, Mayfield throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass here now is second and 10. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's got this down to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Brought down by
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
first down.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Peoples-Jones returning. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you better not cover the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
And here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And 22 more yards there, and another first down.
First and 10.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Good.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It was Brandon Graham that came in there and got him. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing third and goal. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
The kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe the sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard short. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Wentz's throw taken in by Sanders. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. It's a first down on a gain of 10. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that drives 7 plays in length. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Peoples-Jones returning. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing, Mayfield, and his throw here's incomplete. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And finding the tight end Hooper. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Wentz. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Anderson Aho. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Eagles. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. Past the 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Peoples-Jones returning. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
For first and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins, and it's third and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly... And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Recovered by the Browns.
So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt, and he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
19-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield, open man is Higgins. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. Here's Mayfield. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And he completes it to Hunt. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
The holding penalty, that puts him in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Going for it all. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
They'll take over first.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
They start on the ground here at Sanders.
Miles Sanders.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain on
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
at the 8-yard line.
Another run with Sanders. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now Wentz on third down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. Now the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. Say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
10 yards.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. Mayfield looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And on the stop there, Andrew Sendejo.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
This ball complete to Rager.
Complete to Jalen Rager.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
First down, Eagles.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, Wentz. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
6-yard line.
Wentz to throw again. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Peoples-Jones returning. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10. At their own
the Cleveland offense ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
39-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
With the give to Nick Chubb.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Intended for Kareem Hunt. Incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down, and that is incomplete.
Mayfield's pass.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he gets going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Now This one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Wentz now on first down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
Wentz's pass.
7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and it's third and short.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the game starts. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on fourth down. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game.
Browns 24.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Peoples-Jones returning. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Return. The Browns take over first and 10.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Carey on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku.
Mayfield's pass.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A first down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brings up
now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. He's got the lane, and there he goes.
Take off your helmet and give me a
And he
kiss.
takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Peoples-Jones returning. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
On the return. The Browns take over first and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
43-yard line.
Mayfield down. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Eagles. The 20.
Bring it!
And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Peoples-Jones returning. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return. The Browns take over first and 10.
They're ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there, and the message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
The 36-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Intended for
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. They'll go screen here to Hunt. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
complete to Kareem.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay.
Just say if they pay me, I'll do this for free.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Peoples-Jones returning. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
First down, Mayfield. He'll give this into the hands of Hodge. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
45-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? We've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys in the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone out for those types of passes.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Mayfield's pass.
Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns able to get this one back to within at least some measure of respectability. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now James returning. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
48-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He's brought
The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brought down at the
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
a gain of 12. First down, Philadelphia.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Ball carrier.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now is 4th down.
Jackson incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Trying to pick it up with Clement. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Eagles.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now left side on the swing pass. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels...
Inside the 10 at the 11. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Eagles.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now left side on the swing pass. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Peoples-Jones returning. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Heading out, it's a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
2-yard line.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
That's another Browns first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Mayfield on first down. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
4 yards. That's another Browns first down.
Mayfield with it once more. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for only a couple. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Gain of a yard.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number.